Well, Wednesday.
Hi guys, so I know that I've been super late, but things have been... Look, I just gotta tell you this, right? So I live in Australia, and there's a lot of misconceptions about what it's like to live in Australia, like that we all ride around on kangaroos and stuff, which we don't, because they're entirely too vicious. But there is one thing about living in Australia, which is that we don't have Halloween here. It's just not a thing. And so what I think Halloween is all about is about, like, telling scary stories and getting dressed up and stuff, so I gotta tell you what's been going on around here for the last couple of days, because it's pretty creepy. Because Australia is in a time zone which is, like, totally ahead of the rest of the world. It's like we're living in the future, so we've got all sorts of cool future stuff which you guys don't have, like telepathy and flying cars and robot housemaids and sentient lamps. Because time zones, right? A lot of it's really brilliant, because I mean, like, the vertical lanes with flying cars really cuts down on traffic, and the robot maids have been a godsend, although she does break a few plates. But, like, the sentient lamps, they've been a bit odd. I know that the basic premise was that if we gave the lamps sentience, then they would know when we needed them to turn on and turn off, and then it would save on power and stuff. But I think giving free will to lamps was a mistake. Like the other day, it was about 3 AM, and I looked out my window and I just saw a whole bunch of street lamps standing around in a circle, sort of blinking at each other. I think they were having a conversation. I tried telling my cat about it, but my cat just called me a fat ass, so... Oh yeah, we can talk to cats now too. That sort of came in with the telepathy, and it turns out that cats are all massive assholes. Oh my god. You think it's annoying having to clean kitty litter now? Try having your cat come in and tell you what kind of a mess they made. And tell you that if you don't clean it up right away, they'll spread it throughout the house. Because they will. They're all incredibly rude. It was a couple of days ago that I saw the street lamps gathering, and just recently, all of our lamps have disappeared. Like, all of them. My mum thinks that the maid stole ours, but, like, she's always been a bit bigoted about new technology. And I looked outside, and even the street lamps have gone. Like, they've all just gone. Hang on, my cat needs me to open another door. I will finish this vlog later. Alright. Guys, the missing lamps was on the news. I mean, the news was reported from a pitch black studio, and they said it was just routine maintenance. Anyhow, it's getting kind of dark, so I'm gonna have to leave this for today, and I'll finish this up tomorrow. Alright, catch ya. Guys, I was right. The lamp's there. No. No. Ah. So there's my lame-ass attempt at making something for Halloween. This really is very late, I'm so sorry. Yeah. My video is, like, super late. I planned on doing something sort of a lot more film noir-y about investigating the stolen lamps and adding a bit about the seagulls stealing children. Kinda terrified of seagulls. I mean, if you go into Civic, we're a landlocked city. There's no ocean anywhere. It's like 2-hour drive away if you want to find the sea. So we're in a landlocked city. But if you go out on the weekend, and you walk around the middle of the city about 2 in the morning, seagulls everywhere, and it's creepy as fuck. So I had planned on including a sort of side plot about that, but that didn't turn out. I don't know why I'm telling you what I would have done but didn't. I also intended to have a sassy cat sidekick, but then I'd have to try and find a cat. And then, yeah, I filmed a bit of that, but when I tried to pull it all into Windows Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker did its thing. I don't know what Windows Movie Maker's thing is, but it is at making movies. So yeah, and I've had a whole bunch of fatigue issues. It's not particularly glamorous. It used to be a lot worse. Like, I mean, compared to where I was a couple months ago, I am amazingly healthy. But for the last couple of days, my body's been like, you're not doing anything. It's about Tuesday. My body was like, you're not doing anything for the next couple of days. And then I was like, well, I got shit to do. I got plans. And my body's like, well, no, you're not doing anything for the next couple of days. And then I'm like, oh, I've got people to see. And my body's like, oh, no, you're not doing anything the next couple of days. So, yeah, anyhow, Movember is a thing that I'm doing. By the way, Australia has the weirdest charity organisations ever. Like, there was Froctober during the month of October, where you could wear a dress every day, and then people would sponsor you money, which would go towards certain charities. I believe they were mainly women's charities. But in Movember, so in November, we're doing Movember, which is where you have a mustache. Basic premises: clean shaven for a day. By the end of the month, you've got a full and glorious mustache, and people sponsor your mustache, and then the Movember Foundation puts their money towards men's mental health, as well as prostate health, as well as other men's health charities, because it's kind of like the breast cancer awareness thing, but less glamorous, because prostates. So anyhow, I'm doing that this year, over on my channel and my blog. So for the next bunch of feminazis, I might be wearing a mustache glued awkwardly to my face. It'll look awful, but still. And yeah, I'm hoping to raise money for that this year. I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but in Australia there's a lot of a stigma about men and health. It's like they're not allowed to be sick, particularly with mental health. I know of a dozen ladies who have all talked openly in the past about their mental health issues, but I only know of one man who's ever talked about his mental health issues. Ever. I don't, for some reason society says that men aren't allowed to admit to being sick, or something. So I'm doing that. That starts tomorrow. If you want to know more about Movember, then you can go to my blog, mycharliequinn.com, or the Movember, just Google it. But at mycharliequinn.com you can find the link to my Movember page, where it has all of the donate options. Okay, I love you all, and I'm so super sorry for being so super late, as well as so super anticlimactic. Life is about doing the best you can do. Anyhow, I love you guys. I'll catch you later.